Perfect.
Who is this guy?
Sorry. Perfection.
He's stealing from
You
your
must be under 120 pounds for starters, period. You were over 120 pounds.
Oh, this guy.
Fucking force. Look at this neck.
Oh my God. Hi guys, welcome to Order Drip Coaching. Today I am here with my son,
What's
Brandon
up?
the Chosen.
Yes, sir.
And today we're gonna be doing a reaction video. My first reaction video on this channel. Now this is a guy.
Oh yeah, this is the first reaction video. Oh.
The first one ever.
Yeah.
So I'm excited, and my son has it all set up for me here. In today's reaction video, we're gonna be doing a reaction on Andrew Tate. If you guys have not heard of him, he's taken over the internet. My son has sent me a whole lot of his videos. I have felt my way, guys. I have felt my way. And please explain just a little bit about him for people that don't know.
All right, so basically, like my mom said, Andrew Tate is like this like guru kind of person, basically like a public figure, and he's been taking over the internet these past couple months.
And he's a champion too.
Oh yeah, he's a 4 times kickboxing
MAA,
champion.
like a fighter, yeah, like a kick, something like that. Yeah.
So basically, he has a lot of hot takes on just like society in general, specifically women. My mom definitely disagrees with a lot of his views on women. So today we're gonna be reacting to this clip from your mom's house, and the first, we might react to 2, but the first one is called "Stop Being Poor." So that already is an interesting title.
This is gonna be fun, so let's get right into it.
All right.
Who is Randy?
Don't bring anyone mother into this.
Your mom in the fucking stand! You know the problem with this whole space, because I kind of accidentally got thrown into this whole red pill girl pickup space, and I don't really think I'm there so much. I really try and focus on masculine excellence, because a lot of the dudes in that space are trying to compensate massively. Like, there's only so much game you can learn if you're clearly...
I agree with that, actually.
Really? Explain.
Because he's basically like, you know, like the whole like red pill movement? Of like these men like saying, oh, alpha male, beta, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
These like they like big up themselves. A lot of them, I feel like they are compensating for like lacks in like other departments, like let's say like their personality or like their morals, because they try to like perceive themselves like this like big masculine man. Yeah. But at the same time, they have like insecurities in other places.
Got you.
So like, you know what he means by like compensating?
Yeah. So like they're trying to use like these titles.
Yeah. To like make them like seem like higher value than they actually are. And I'm gonna say this forever, but honestly, I feel like we have no value unless it's in the name of God. We aren't really anything without the grace that God gives us.
I agree. Amen to
we
that.
wouldn't even be here without God. So
amen to that.
There's no point of you should be bigging up God instead of yourself, because He's the one who gives you those things to even be alive today.
Isn't my son so smart? You see how? Listen, let's continue.
Being dork, right?
Yeah, right.
When a nerd comes to me and goes, "I'm a total nerd. I want to learn game." I'm like, bro, you need to learn more than game, because you look like a bitch. My girlfriend will beat the fuck out of you.
How do you help that guy?
But he already knows the answers. How you help him is to tell him the truth, because he already knows what he needs to do. He's just not doing it.
So what does he have to
Right.
do? Just make a ton of money?
Hold
It's
up.
not even about money.
What?
Do you have the same headphones as he?
Oh yeah, he has the same headphones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like, your headphones look like his.
Yeah.
And be
You know
successful
what?
and powerful?
It's not even about money.
He's got to grow a backbone to begin with.
You got to grow a backbone, and you can do that by, if you improve your physicality, you usually improve your mentality along with it.
Yeah,
And men
true.
are expected to be wise and interesting. He needs.
Honestly, that like if somebody's like depressed or anything, or like doing like bad in life,
Yeah.
the number one advice, which is go work out.
Yeah.
Because not only does it change your body and gives you more confidence, but it also changes like your mental, and like
I
it gives you
agree.
more discipline.
It removes a lot of toxins out of your body.
Yeah.
So that you can think clearer and
Yeah.
just all that brain fog.
And that's
So,
scientifically proven. Like, you guys
Yeah.
can look that up.
I
Not
agree
enough
with
stories
that.
Unless you're taking risk, you need to get some balls. You need to get some balls and live a life. I told him, man, go get on the train in Portugal and ride it for 3 weeks all the way to Singapore, and think about what a fucking punk you are. And at least you'll end it with some stories.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like, you have plenty of time to reflect on what a bitch you are. Go into the bathroom and look in the mirror, look deep in your eyes, and say, yeah, I wouldn't fuck me either. Like, what do you want me to do? What do you want? What game do you want?
Wait, I like
you're
that he-
scrawny as a motherfucker. Like, what do you want me to do?
He has to look deep into his own eyes.
Yeah, no. You have to look deep into your own eyes
Yeah.
and say, I would never fuck you. Never. And that needs to change. Well, that's actually my brother's saying. My brother.
Look deep into your own eyes.
My brother wakes up.
That's hateful as fuck, dude. I like that a lot.
My brother wakes up,
Ooh.
and before we train, he hands me a cigar and a whiskey. And he goes,
Cigar
he gives
and
me
a
this
whiskey
He
before
goes,
working out.
Go to the mirror,
That's crazy.
look deep into your own eyes, and offer that man a drink. What does that
Wow.
fucking mean?
It's really
How
fun.
would you even be able to work out properly?
I think you need to look into yourself.
No, yeah, I agree with that part, but like the cigar and whiskey before working out.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
Do cigars get you high?
No.
Or what does it do?
It's just more, I mean, some people like the taste of it, but it's more for status. Like, you just light it
So it's
and
like
then
a
you blow it
cigarette,
out. Yeah,
kinda?
because you don't even inhale it. A cigarette, you inhale. A cigar, you just get like the flavors and then you just blow it back out.
So does it do any harm to you?
Yeah, it can because of the tobacco in it. Because of course some of it seeks inside, so like you are
okay.
inhaling some of it and it's going into like your mouth. So
But
sometimes you get like
more like, is it better than cigarettes at least?
yeah, they're both bad, but the whole whiskey before working out.
Yeah, I don't even know
I
how
about
he's able
that.
to do that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Funny,
That's
man.
fantastic.
So, but my
Deep in
point
your
is,
own
a lot of these guys are absolutely and utterly delusional, and masculine and masculine excellence is genuinely the mental origin for all these things, right? You have to be very, very realistic of who you are and what you're aiming
Well,
for.
let me
Yeah.
tell you, this era does not want masculine excellence. I'm raising 2 little boys right now, and
Oh, wow, so
I don't
she
want
has
them,
kids.
I don't
That.
want them fucking weenie-fied,
Yep.
which is a lot of the reason I love Texas.
Yeah, because it's hard. It's not
Yeah.
easy because every single one of us, to some degree, is an empty vessel. We're all programmed.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as escaping the slave mind. You must just, to some degree, understand who is programming you and understand if you really want those characteristics. Most people repeat.
What do you think about that?
I agree 100%. I
Yeah.
agree with this 100%. Society has us where they're really trying to take away masculinity from young boys.
Yeah.
Starting as early as toddlers. You know, it's like we are creating a sensitivity society where
Yeah.
a lot of males are taught to be sensitive. Like, no, like we need masculinity in males because that's truly who they are.
Opinions, and I'm saying, where did you get that opinion from? They can't remember where they got it from. They don't know who even told them. They don't know why they so fervently believe in it. They're just
Yeah.
told, they're programmed. You need to genuinely analyze your brain, defrag every single opinion you strongly have, and identify where it came from and if that person has your best interest at heart. And what they're trying to do, especially with young men, is program them, because we're all empty vessels. And what you have to do as an adult, as a parent, is to program your child stronger than all of society. It's not an easy job, because all of society, from the YouTube videos to the TV shows to the school, every single thing is trying to program them in one direction.
Yeah, especially school.
Yeah.
School, so that's what I'm saying. It's really hard to like kind of like raise your kid. You could do as good as a job at home.
Yeah.
But then once you send them off to public school,
It's a whole different
that's
thing.
it.
Yeah.
They're like a free person, pretty much. Not
I
free
agree.
person, but like they're like out for their own, pretty much. In terms
Yeah,
of like what
it's
they
kind of like they can consume anything.
Yeah.
So there's no like regulation.
like. There's no protection whatsoever.
And you have to combat that, and that's not an easy job. And if you just sit there and get lazy about it, you will fucking lose. We're all programmed. All of us are programmed
True.
to some degree. So it's a scary thing. That's for this fat fuck.
Wait,
He's
who is he? He's
delusional.
talking about
He's
him?
delusional on every level.
I don't know.
And you need to hold yourself accountable. The reason I talk about
someone
women
else.
the way I
Oh,
do
okay,
is because I
okay.
hold myself to such a high standard as an individual. I don't make mistakes. I'm a professional. I know exactly how to act and exactly what to do. I do
You
not
say he
need a
doesn't
woman
make
to
mistakes.
motivate me to be my mother, to convince me to put the video
I'll
games down.
disagree.
Please stop smoking weed. Everything I've done fantastic. I've done completely and utterly by myself. I did it without you. My life's amazing in every single possible metric. Now I'm going to allow you to join it, and therefore you're going to bend to my reality and my will. That's not me being arrogant and a psycho. That's me just being completely realistic about my achievements as an individual.
It's a pretty good case.
Cobra, I am exhausted. What woman can keep up with you? You so much energy.
That's why I have a few.
Just I was gonna say,
I don't.
one is
I gotta
not
take
enough,
it,
my
I
love.
gotta take it easy on him.
Fuck.
He
I'm a
said he
nice
has a
guy.
few. He has a few girlfriends, I guess.
I don't know if they're relationships. Maybe he has a lot of female friends because I don't think he has a significant partner.
Yeah.
And from a lot of his shorts, he doesn't have any kids, and he's already. How old is he?
He's 35.
Yeah, so he's 35,
Yeah.
but he talks highly of like leaving a legacy and having sons and all this stuff. So for him to have a few, I would expect at least one child by now. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Guy.
Maybe
You're
he's
very
waiting.
intense.
Yeah, I'm a nice guy. You know, I'm like, listen, you've had your tomorrow, boom. I spread them out, and that's me being kind
Do you train every day?
every day.
And it's just it's just part of your routine.
It's part of my. Now I don't fight professionally anymore, but now it's just part of my routine. Just 45 minutes, an hour, whatever in the morning.
Yeah.
Just it's part of my routine.
Pilates. What do you do, right?
Pilates.
Come on.
Yoga.
Well, I live with my brother and my cousin.
Yoga.
I live with my brother and my cousin. I try and beat one of them up. But if you spar all the time, you get injuries or whatever. So I'll lift weights, or we'll push the sled around or whatever, or we'll find something to do. But I train every day. Yeah.
So it seems like his main like training is like boxing, not really like weightlifting. That's interesting. Because if you don't fight anymore, why would you want to train boxing? Don't you just want to lift weights?
Yeah, but he said that he does sometimes. Maybe it's his passion.
Yeah, maybe he just enjoys.
Yeah,
boxing.
likes it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had a good thing. I think well, I was going to say this is Lord Fetsmoker. I think he has one more thing here.
I strive for fucking perfection.
Who's this guy?
Sorry, perfection.
He's stealing from
You
your
must be under 120 pounds for starters. Period. You were over 120 pounds.
Oh.
You were drunk on top of that. I just suck on my cock a little bit just because
What?
it's sport.
Whoa, who is this guy?
Holy fucking force! Look at this neck.
Oh my God.
I do not want to get on somebody that's not fucking solid.
I love this guy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he passed away.
Oh my God.
Oh, he died.
He passed away.
G.
What?
He passed away.
Yeah, that's what they said. I don't know. I don't even know who that is though.
I mean, he did look like he was a little like over the top.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Maybe on
Can
some
I have 2 more
steroids.
coffees, please?
Oh, he had to fucking ask.
Again?
That was supposed to be what?
From.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, look, there's a whole bunch of delusion in this space. And it's
Yes.
not just these guys. There's loads of guys. And I have a load of guys who are credible in the space who like invite me on and stuff. And I sit there, listen to the things they want from a woman. And they don't understand the reality. The reality of the world is that beautiful women have all the choices in the world. If they have all the choices in the world and you're not competitive, how the fuck are you going to pull it off with a bit of game? We also talk about money.
That's true.
I want to make something clear
True.
about money. Getting rich is probably the worst thing that can happen to the majority of men. Most men are not ready for money. And I say this because I was broke for a very long time, lived a very difficult life, and then became rich. That's why I am. Because money amplifies. So if you're the man first, and then you get rich, you're the man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you're a punk, and then you get rich, now you're a
fucked.
massive punk.
We were
I
just talking
agree.
about this before you came. Like,
Thanks. Thanks, my friend.
wow.
Thanks, my friend.
We were just talking
But
about
it
that.
happens with crypto kids, right? I had one kid come to me, some 20-year-old kid who caught a pump, some stupid coin, whatever. He made $86 million.
Damn.
Wow.
Jeez.
And he came to me and he was like, Tate, I need your help. That I have 86 million, blah, 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 my life's still shit. It's like, yeah, because now you're just a sugar daddy to a bunch of hoes who don't give a fuck about you, and you're a robbery target, and you're just hiding.
Yeah, I actually really agree with that.
I agree
If
too.
if I had if I just got $100 million, I don't know what I would do with that. I would I'll be probably living like the same life.
I agree with him because you see a lot of people that get money and then it just like makes all of their negative traits just excel to like 100 to where they're depressed, they're freaking miserable, they're freaking angry because that's who they were before.
Yeah.
So I agree that you gotta be that person first before having any of that. Sometimes you can win a whole lot of money and think it's gonna change your world. And usually, as he said, a lot of times it could be the worst thing that can ever happen to you.
Yeah.
And like your life's over now. Like you should have been the man first. You could have been a big G first. You can't even fucking pull a firearm. Like what are you doing? Like that's the worst thing that could happen to you because you're never gonna want to work hard. You're never gonna want to network.
That is true.
Yeah.
If you already have money, why would you need to go and get a job? or
And there
anything
goes
like
that all of your motivation, there goes all of your goals, and that's what happened to people. When once they retire, you see that they get sick. They
Yeah.
don't want to do much because and what's your goal?
Yeah. Once you have all that money, you might as well just sit down in the bed all day.
Yeah.
There's nothing
And
to
just
work
spend
for.
it, and then you spend it, and then you're saying, why doesn't this Chanel bag make me happy?
Yeah.
Why is this friend that I've made because I have all this money? Why don't they want to hang out with me? It's like, no,
Yeah.
because they just want your money.
Yeah.
You're never gonna learn the skills before the modern period of wealth creation. Because in Hustlers University, I teach people how to make money fast. Anybody, I teach you how to make as much money as you possibly can quickly. But in the old way, the old world, the only way you could make money was by talking to people, networking, sales, influence, all these things. You'd learn lessons along the way. By the time you had the money, you learned a lot about life.
Yeah.
But now you can skip all the lessons and just get the fucking money.
You're right.
Yeah, that's
these
true.
dudes,
So I was just watching this video. It was talking about like the recession
Yeah.
that's been going on, and the guy was talking about how like now is like one of like the greatest times in history in terms of like I guess like the value in terms of
Yeah.
like material things. Because you could
I
basically
agree.
like now is like the easiest times to get rich. Like I'm not even trying to brag, but like me, I'm only 16 and I have a YouTube channel with 4,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm rich, but like it would have been a lot harder like a couple of years
Yeah.
ago to get that. Like you know what I mean?
I do.
Yeah. I'm not saying I have like you know a whole bunch of subscribers, but 4,000 is still
You're
a lot.
doing good, baby.
Thank you.
You're doing good.
right? So wealth is the worst thing that can happen to people.
true.
So we talk about how money attracts girls. No, it fucking doesn't. Because in the realm of a beautiful woman, everybody's rich. She will only go on dates with a man who has a nice car and pays her dinner. She may not know who's richer than the other, but in her view, men just have money.
Right.
I talk to beautiful women, like genuine 10s. Oh, well, men have money. They don't even consider some men are poor because they've never spoken to one.
Yeah.
They don't know.
Yeah.
All men just have money from the
Right.
sky. Men just have money.
That's a great point.
It's normal for them, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like having arms, right? It's like it's not enough to attract her. She just
Yeah,
expects
people
it to
just
be
have
there.
arms.
It's like, oh, yeah, you have money.
But you gotta be
and
different.
Yeah.
if you don't have money, she'll be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
So if you do...
So she has to then choose between really the guys. They all have money to begin with. So now she's looking actually to the next layer.
Completely. So
Yeah.
now it's all
What
the other
would be the
qualities
next
come
thing?
in.
Given is
Yes, I agree, and that was me, right? So it's not about the money, because I've met a lot of guys that have had money, and it's not about how much money. Like, for instance, and that your father, there were certain tendencies, like, are you going to be a good father? Are
Yeah.
you going to be a family man? Are you going to treat me and my kids right? So there's certain tendencies that you have to pick out of.
Yeah.
It's not just about money, you know?
Yeah.
So money will qualify you to try. That's it.
Yeah.
It is not going to attract a woman purely unless you're literally paying her a day rate and she's a hooker.
Yeah.
So people talk about money attracting women. I know a bunch of dorks with a bunch of money and no pussy.
Yeah.
Like, because I was like, because you're still a fucking nerd, G.
Yeah.
You're still a fucking nerd. Like you just.
God, I missed that
Did
word.
she just snort?
I think that was the guy. I
Oh,
don't know.
somebody just snorted.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
just
know
like
who that
nerd
was.
and then snorting. Yeah, let's just let's
But
like
they are
saying
nerds. I use that
nerds.
word purposely
I know, I
because
miss it.
it's intrinsic. It's like back to
Yeah, I
school.
know.
Yeah.
You're a nerd.
You're
You're
a
a
fucking nerd.
I was a
dude.
nerd. I am a
It's
nerd.
so funny the way he
No, but you
says
want,
it.
Yeah.
and money amplifies. I say this all the time. If you see a dude get out of a Lambo, and yeah, fucking nerd. If you see a dude get out of a Lambo and he's a skinny little guy with glasses, you're like, oh, tech dork. Totally. If you see a guy get out of a Lambo and he's big, tall, strong, cobra tattoo, big G, you're like, okay, mafia boss. It amplifies.
Yes.
The Lambo amplifies. It doesn't change
Yeah.
who you are.
It amplifies.
And money's the same. Money's an amplifier.
Well, because you were this guy before you had a lot of money. I suspect you had your swag before.
I miss being poor. I loved it. I
Wow.
loved being broke.
Wow.
I loved
He
Replay
misses
that.
being poor. Wow. Yeah, we need to
listen
replay
to
that.
because that's rare that you hear
Before.
that.
I miss being poor. I loved it.
Wow.
I loved being broke. I loved going out thinking, I need to find a bitch tonight because I need someone to sleep. I miss those days.
Wow.
He just needs a bed to sleep on
Yeah.
or a couch.
Yeah. That's
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah,
I
but
think
it's
he's
the
one of like
hustle.
the first high status people to admit that he would rather be poor.
Can I tell you how I knew this one was a winner, by the way?
Tell me.
So I met Tommy Buns when he was just 23 years old, okay? And I knew he was a fucking winner. I've said this before on this podcast. Because he carried himself like a fucking winner. We didn't have 2 dimes to rub together for quite a minute, my love. But I knew the way he carried himself, he was a capable man.
I
You know what I'm
respect that.
saying?
I
Like,
respect that, yeah.
he always had
Look at
the
his face.
hustle vibe in him, too. Like, he's not going to be some fucking loser, dude. I knew it.
I also, when I saw it, I was like, hey, bitch.
And he did that.
What?
Like that.
No, but you know what? That's
I
really
agree. Listen, I agree with that, just like knowing, because, and when I met my spouse, your father, he was very confident. He looked at me and said, "You're gonna have my first son." And I'm like, "Excuse me, first of all, what are you talking about? No one ain't having no kids." He was like, "You're gonna have my first son." So the confidence and just the knowing was there. I could just know how she's feeling about meeting someone and just kind of knowing that and just being like, okay.
important point because the world often talks about fake it till you make it, and I'm like, no, there's nothing.
Be it.
There's nothing
Yeah,
fake
yeah.
about belief.
Be it.
There's nothing. I knew I was going to be the big G before I was the big G. There's nothing fake about belief.
Right.
I knew what I was going to be. Like
Yeah.
there's nothing fake about belief. So if you truly believe, then it can be carried, and women can
Yeah.
detect that.
Yeah.
Women are always with guys with ambition. You don't need to have the money. You need to have the ambition.
The
They need to
ambition,
feel it,
yeah.
and if
Yeah.
they can feel it and they know you're about it, then that's enough. You don't actually need the physical cash.
No, that's what I tell girls when they're looking, 20-year-old, 30-year-old women with me. How do I find? I go, look at the guy that's got the hustle. I don't give a fuck if he's a garbage man, but he's got that hustle to be the best fucking, or maybe he wants to own a chain of
Yes.
garbage. It's what
Pause
it's going
that.
to be.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know how many times that I tell even like my girlfriends and this, that. It doesn't matter what your partner's doing, but just to make sure that no matter what he's doing, he's being the best at what he does.
Yeah.
Listen, he could be a stay-at-home father. Let him be the best stay-at-home father he can be. Let him have that hustle. Let him have that drive.
Yeah.
So that was just, yeah.
Like if you're a mailman but you're the worst at it, then that's a bad look.
Yeah, that's a bad
But
look.
if you're a mailman and you're the best at it, then that's like
like if that
respectable.
you're sending mail and just flinging it like this, like, you know, and it's landing in all the houses, then
yeah,
that's a boss.
then that's respectable, yeah.
All right, guys, so we just finished our review on this video, and to me, I agreed with a lot of stuff that he said. And listen, I'm shocked, guys, because I did not expect to agree with a lot of the stuff.
Yeah.
But I did, and we're gonna definitely do another one, right?
Yeah, it's fun reacting to his videos.
Yeah, and this is something that I can do with my son, so
yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Peace.
Let me be the one to hold you at night, show you what it's like to get love, real love. This bitch heavy on my mind, pour four in a Sprite, this is real love. You say that you leaving him, but I just don't believe you. Used to think you solid, but I'm noticing you see through. You a prima donna and a fucking drama queen too. For some reason I still make these kisses just to see you. I know that we toxic, but I'm feeling like I need you. I know about your childhood, you really from the streets too. I know about your ex man and how he used to beat you. Now we at the Louis store, I took you just to treat you. No more fuss and fighting, babe, I'm aiming just to please you. Go to West Palm Beach, take a little retreat too. Crown is weighing heavy on my head, that's why I need you. Bodies on this piss, I'll let you hold it if you need to. I'll let you hold it